this morning's meeting and for live or subsequent broadcast. Just a note to be wary of not filming other members of the public in the public gallery, and that the chair has discretion to suspend the recording if he feels it would prejudice proceedings of the meeting. And finally, the council is audio recording this meeting. The recording will be published on the council's website in due course. Moving to the agenda. Item 1 is apologies. I've received apologies from Councillor Robert Chapman. Robert Chapman, sorry, I beg your pardon, Robert Lawton.
Oh.
Any other apologies this morning? 2 declarations of interest. Do Cabinet members have any declarations of disclosable pecuniary interest to make before the meeting this morning? Take that as none. Confirmation of minutes. At 3, are Cabinet happy to confirm the minutes of the meeting held on 29th of April 2015, and there's a link to those minutes on the agenda. Thank you. Public items at 4. There are no public questions, deputations or petitions this morning, so I'll hand back to the leader to take forward item 5.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wisdom. Item 5 is the Corporate Plan 2015-16, Ambition 2020. This falls within my portfolio. There are 2 recommendations. One is to endorse and recommend to Council the approval of the corporate plan, and the second is that I, in consultation with the Chief Executive, have delegated authority to make any final minor editorial changes to the plan following Council's approval. That's really there just so that it's completely up to date as other issues evolve. I think I don't think there's any need for me to go through this in any particular detail. Those who have been through it, no doubt, have seen that it's a continuation from our previous corporate plans, restating the Council's priorities. There's an introduction by myself and an introduction also by the Chief Executive, which attempts to put some context around the corporate plan and some additional dialogue. I'm not sure, Chief Executive, whether there's anything you'd like to add at this stage.
No, it reflects the ongoing ambition of the Council.
I'll therefore move the 2 recommendations, and I think Councillor might really wish to second.
Thank you very much, Leader. I'm very pleased to second this. We were proud of this corporate plan when it was adopted last year, and this update is more than just a refresh, reflecting what we've delivered to date. It introduces, and this is the difference from last year, some very specific and very demanding targets for achieving each of the priorities. And I would stress that they are demanding. I don't expect that we will meet 100% of those targets. In fact, I'd be disappointed if we did meet 100% of the targets, because it would suggest that we haven't attempted to stretch ourselves as far as we probably should. It also introduces very specific senior officer and cabinet portfolio holder responsibility for each of those targets, which leaves us very much open to challenge and to scrutiny, and that's been done very deliberately, and I think it is a very good way for us to behave. It's called Ambition 2020, and that is because it combines both our vision and our ambition as an administration. We can see what we already achieved, what in fact the last administration managed to achieve since this became an adopted corporate plan, and I have every confidence that with its refreshed mandate, with its increased mandate, that this new administration will achieve a great deal over the next 4 years. So I'm very happy to second this.
Thank you, Councillor Green. And in moving, I would add my thanks and the thanks of Cabinet to Claire Matthews, who's the Council's Policy, Strategy and Performance Manager. Claire is with us this morning. Thank you very much for what you've put into this again. It's much appreciated, and certainly the engagement that you've had in pushing us to get to the timetable has been gratefully received. So thank you very much indeed for that, Ms Matthews. As is customary, I will now go to members, or a member of the Council, to ask if there are any questions.
No questions.
There are none. Back to the Cabinet. Are there any other comments or questions from In that case, I'll go straight to the vote. All those in favour, please indicate.
That's unanimous.
Thank you very much.